Hi, welcome to LaRue Health and Wellness Senior Fitness YouTube page. I'm Dr. Zykia LaRue, a physical therapist, and I am here to give you some instruction on how to do a squat. So squats are so important for our everyday life. And if you are sitting down and you go to stand up, or you're standing up and go to sit down, you are doing a squat. So today's episode is going to be all about how to do a squat properly. So I have a chair behind me. If you have a chair, I want you to make sure that it is up against a wall so that it doesn't move when you're doing this exercise, okay? Let's get started. So I have a chair here, and what I want you to do is we're going to start off just sitting in the chair, okay? Did you notice that? When you go to sit down in the chair, you leant forward and you sat your hips back behind you to sit down. That is what you have to do for a squat. So before we go back to doing the sitting down, let's talk about the standing up part. So we have our feet about shoulder width apart. You want to be on the edge of your chair, not too far on the edge, just enough that your bottom is secure on the chair. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be leaning your chest forward to put weight into your feet, okay? As you bring your chest forward, you're going to lift your bottom from the chair. Once you're in this position, you're going to push down through the floor to stand, okay? Now the reverse of that, to go from standing to sitting, what you're going to do is you're going to lean your chest forward. As you lean your chest forward, your hips are going to be coming behind you, okay? And then you're going to sit down in that chair behind you. So two common themes here. Your chest is coming forward and your hips are behind you. So when you're doing a squat, it's the exact same thing. Your chest comes forward and your hips move behind you. So a good cue for you to be able to do a squat properly is think, I'm sitting down in a chair, okay? So let's do one more. I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to sit down in a chair. In order to do that, I bend at my knees, my chest comes forward, my bottom comes back behind me, and I sit down. In order to stand up, I lean my chest forward, my hips come up off the chair, and I push down through the floor to stand up. Now, when you're doing a squat, you typically aren't going to have a chair behind you, but this is a great starting place for you to be able to get that technique down and understand what parts of your body are moving and how they're supposed to be moving, what it feels like before you go and progress on to not using a chair for a cue. A way that you would do it when you're not using a chair for a cue, I'm going to slide this back. Now, anytime you're doing an exercise such as this, you want to do it in a space where you feel really comfortable. So a lot of times I like to tell my clients and patients to do this like in the kitchen where there's a counter, sturdy surface that they can hold on to if they were to lose their balance. So if I'm going to be doing a squat without a chair, I'd want you to be in a place where you could hold on to something if you were to lose your balance, like the kitchen. So to start off with this squat without using the chair, my feet are going to be shoulder width apart. I'm going to think to myself, bend my knees, chest forward, sit back. And then I'm going to stand up. Chest forward, hips were behind me, and now I squeeze those glutes and I squeeze those hamstrings, my muscles of my buttocks, and then the muscles in the back of my thigh to stand all the way up. Okay? We're going to try that one more time. So we're sitting down in a chair, bending the knees, chest comes forward, hips come back. Now we're going to push through the floor, chest comes up, hips come forward. Okay? In a quicker motion, you'd be coming back to sit in the chair and then standing up. I hope that that was really helpful for you to understand how to do a squat properly. Always start off with a chair. That way you can really understand and really feel the movement of your joints so that you get an understanding of, oh, I'm supposed to feel my hips do this, I'm supposed to feel my chest do this, before you move on to not using a cue such as a chair. If you have questions, comments, concerns, please leave them below in the comment section. The next video is going to be going over a deadlift or a hip hinge. You don't want to miss this. So go ahead and tune into the next video, and I will see you there. Dr. LaRue, signing out. Signing off.